Hello and welcome back to Seaside Garage and the latest project, a Saab 900 Turbo. And this is not just a Saab 900 Turbo. This is a Saab 900 Turbo Commander. The Saab Commander is a special edition made by the importers of Switzerland, as far as I know, not by Saab. Saab just delivered a couple of these, I think 500 of these, Saab 900 Turbo 8-valve versions, and then the Swiss importers modified them and made them into Commanders. It means that this car is special. It's really special. It got some really interesting modifications, and because this is so rare, a lot of those modifications is just something you can read about on forums that someone might remember something about, and I haven't really got any complete concrete evidence on how this model is supposed to be. The only thing that I'm sure of is the color. They all wear this color. They all had the sticker. They all had the red pinstripe and the beige color interior. Unfortunately, mine is not complete. I hope to find the missing parts. I am missing a steering wheel and some other bits, but the car is here. I bought this one from the same place as the Princess. Actually, I heard about it when I bought the Princess. This car has been standing in a garden for at least 10, maybe 15 years on grass and with a tarp over it. It is a recipe for disaster, because when you do that, you're actually creating a capsule that contains the humidity from the ground. So even though the guy I bought the Princess from told me that it was a Saab 900 Turbo, I didn't even want to look because I knew that it would hurt too much. But ever since I picked up the Princess, this car has been lurking in the back of my brain. I love the Saab 900 Turbo. I had one some years ago. I swapped it for the Lancia A112 Abarth, which I love, but I have regretted letting the Saab 900 Turbo go ever since. So because of that, I really would like to get one back. They are getting really expensive. And then I remembered this one. And then I started to investigate, because the Commander is a special edition and I didn't know a lot about it. And the Commander is really special, if all the tales are true. Because not only does it have these really cool Super Inca rims, it's also got the 8-valve engine, not the 16-valve, but it is supposed to be making 196 horsepower, which is completely mind-blowing from 1985. As far as I know, the 16-valve edition developed around 175, a bit more in the Aero, maybe 190, but this is more. And also being an 8-valve, I think it will most likely have better low-end torque. So low-end torque and a lot of power. I think this car is going to be really quick. But I picked it up yesterday, and take a look at this. Come and join me in the cabin of this Swedish beauty. We're not ready for takeoff just yet, but hopefully we will be. Take a look at this interior. This is supposed to be special to the Commander, this color. This wooden dash here should also be original, but as far as I know, the Commander had some kind of wooden panel finish, but I doubt that it's this one. It seems really homemade and broken, but I could be wrong. These are not original, but the Commander actually is supposed to have 3 clocks. I think down there in the lower end of the dash where the radio normally sits, it's supposed to have 3 clocks down there, as far as I know. And then there is a steering wheel also special to the Commander model, and it's missing, unfortunately. The guy I bought it from took it off and put it into another Saab 900, and he no longer owns that, so I couldn't get that back, and it saddens me because the original steering wheel for this is supposed to be the same color as the interior and leather. I hope to find one of those. I don't know how rare they are, if they are only for the Commander. If so, there will only be 400 or something like that in the world back in the 80s. That could be a problem. I don't know. This is just the coolest opening bonnet that I know. It is so cool. And here we have it, the engine. And I just got this car yesterday. I know nothing about this exact model. Some years ago, I had the 16 valve. I did a lot of work to that. This is similar in very many aspects, but not on all. What I think some of you might notice if you know these cars is that this is a 8 valve engine, but still there is an intercooler, and I doubt that they had that originally. The 16 valve did have the intercooler, but I'm pretty sure that the 8 valve did not. But this one got it fitted because of the special model. And then it also got a different engine managing setup. I think it's called M spec or something like that. This one seems to have lost that engine management, and a stock normal 155 horsepower engine management is fitted, I think, but I'm not sure yet. It is supposed to almost boost to 1 bar. And yeah, this is really what got me. I love the fact that this one is so powerful from 1985. That's amazing. This car has been off the road for some years, but not as long as I thought when I heard of it and saw it first time. This one was unregistered in 2008. And this is rust proofing sticker from 2006. So someone has really been caring for this car and protecting it only around 15 years ago, which really surprised me considering the fact that I found it in a garden with a tarp over it. So yeah, I don't know what happened. This means that this car got a lot of troubles going on for it. There is a lot of damage from that tarp experience, and also a lot of damage for being a car from 1986. But one thing that is really surprising is that common rust areas are not really bad, and some of them are not even showing rust. It is not in a bad condition at first glance when it comes to rust, which is a big surprise. I have not looked underneath at all, only a little bit from the side. It looks kind of all right, but I'm going to weld, that's for sure, but it's not that bad. But I do know that up here at the front wheel, there is kind of like a drive shaft tunnel. For the drive shaft, it's front wheel driven, if you didn't know. But there is a tunnel that goes through, and that's an area that these are known to rust. And the guy I bought it from told me that rust repairs are needed in that area. So I'm expecting that I need to do a lot of work there, but I don't know for sure. We will inspect in another video. Because before we can inspect it underneath, we need this car to be able to go onto the lift. And doing that without an engine running is really difficult. So I want the engine to run also so I can move it out of the garage, so we can get the Princess in, the Datsun, the Metro, and the Niva and all the other stuff. So I want to start this up. But already now I can remember some stuff about this car. and I can see it's missing a pretty vital component. One thing is it's missing 2 spark plug leads. That's not a big deal. But right down here, next to the APC box that controls the boost and all that, is something missing. Right down here is supposed to be an ignition module, and it's missing, so I need to get a hold of one of those. Also, I would really like to get the real APC box for the Commander model, so this will get the power that I'm hoping it will have. When I went to pick up this car, I knew that I would love to get it to work, and it's a special model and all that, but I also made it clear to myself that this could end up being a parts car. Because of the story, because where it was stored for so long, also because of the price, I got this for moped money. That means that I was really, and still am, prepared to take this apart and sell it off in spares, because if this one couldn't be saved, then I would really love for some of the parts to save some other Saabs. But at the moment, I'm actually quite optimistic. Yes, it needs a lot of work. I don't know anything about the condition of the engine. The car got 350,000 kilometers on the clock, which is not a big deal on a Saab, but still, the entire paint job pretty much, even though I'm sure that on video it will look pretty all right, it's not good. Because of that humid environment that it has been stored in for so many years, it got blisters all over, especially the roof, and you can see it right here. It's gone. It needs a full respray if it's going to look nice. I should be able to do that. I got the equipment, but I don't really have the experience. But one step at a time. I need this car to run, and I also need to work on all the other projects, so I don't know when this will happen, but the next video will be an attempt to start this up. But I need that module first. I follow another YouTuber called, I don't actually know his name, but his channel is called Memphis. I will leave a link in the description. He has been working on a Saab 900, not the turbo model, but a Saab 900 for some time, and I follow his video closely. I did that before he got that as well. He makes some really quality content. I would advise you to check him out. Anyway, hopefully I will make another video on this within the week. I hope to get that ignition module quickly because I want this car to run. I love starting up old cars that has been standing for a long time. So of course I'm really anxious to get working on this. And also I would like to move it out so I can get the Datsun and all the other projects in again and work on them. So thank you for watching. Remember, you can support me on Patreon if you like, and see you in the next one.